Nigeria Info 99.3. We're back for the second part of Dailies today for this Thursday morning. We're live on Facebook. We're also live on YouTube. Nigeria Info 99.3 is how you can be a part of the show. 7:32, time from our studios this morning. I'm Sheriff Quadry.
I'm Jimi. Disu. Good morning.
Say it again.
They
can't hear you. You spoke off mic.
Because I'm Jimi two times. God bless Sly.
Jimmy two times.
That's what Sly used to call me. The big Sly. Call me Jimi. I don't know why it's all about. Good morning, everybody. How are you?
Oh wow. Okay. That's
Jimi
new.
two times.
Jimmy two times.
Yes.
What? Where did he get up? What?
Don't mind him. I'm sure he watched one movie called Goodfellas. So there's this guy called Jimi two times who would say the thing twice. He say, I want to go get the papers. Coffee money. He say, I want to go get the papers, get the papers. So he called me Jimi two times. And he's stuck,
Yeah?
He's stuck. He's so rest in peace.
Amen to that. Let's start with the punching paper this morning. We're on page 7. GSC meets Sanwo-Olu Obasa over nominees' rejection.
Now we are getting somewhere. Okay, so I got the video yesterday. Of course, you also saw it. It's remarkable that as they were coming out in the video, the speaker was standing next to the governor, who was the host, and the speaker just moved away. He didn't even shake, say goodbye or whatever. So it might not be over just yet. That's my observation. Well, yes, the meeting took place, and it took place in the governor's in Lagos House in Marina. And the Punch described it as a closed-door meeting. I don't know why we keep saying closed. What meeting would it be? Would they having it in front of in Alausa in a hall? Of course it was. It's also they had a meeting, the closed-door meeting anyway. And so the Punch has done a lot of backgrounding. This is a 2-3 paragraph story. Made it almost a quarter of a page. The chief press secretary to the governor, Boyega Akosile, in a telephone chat with the Punch Wednesday, said that some of the training and confirmation have transmitted to the governor to read this. As the governor, as I heard this, of some of these. This is what he said. Let me quote him. Has the official side of the media, of course, also but like the factory and no one said so. First, then we know the appreciation from the task work from Ghana. Okay, and then. Because the governor at videos of the phone and posted X and when he had nothing against each other. And he says that the governor so December after meeting that this we find the democratic culture rates from Chris Gordon. I wonder this we have democratic culture. No, we agree. We don't talk and don't raise supreme. No, I said no democratic culture. How can everybody do this? It's because of this to protect it. So the AC all of the short is not the ABC. No, had the election. I like the of the election. That's my personal opinion. But I don't now that some of us accept Scott. If he has quite been another day will love him. He has don't trust the friend of friend so that we too can make a comment from him. That means that you're hanging around your should think on and people will come about this. If you come in, they are doing I will tell
no, you say, but I was holding on to such a to see how it
I will say everybody supposed to check the video. So if I turn around and you won't think take this on every certain so that come on isn't there? Go. Yes, so we would have
we would have but as that was the one was coming in of pet.
Never in fact that between fans not run it around. Even those that say but the country well something must happen. Which would you prefer? We start talking to us about the institution and if you people if it is you have to vote. What politicians need to let is the vote as the social media non tolerant or of politicians. In the place man it for one country. It's not the when we don't say after if you don't what's the what you and so the one for the constituency and the constitution and the profession of the then as the offices in the court and is the wind brief that lost in the house of the dead of the gone by hands so there is one goes on happening I think it will be led because I has the rest of the there in the review about don't mention US it's not possible so you talk of living from of price it's performance that as the days are gone you could do a lot of candidates of mission now.
Did you see the bags of the trouble house?
Is it some politicians what did happen to them?
In the state, who's have
yes.
So now
yes.
Yes. Do you like a mission?
This is the party of
yeah.
You don't know.
They don't make people house the
actually.
We have everything. Emefiele is in a faction of the APC. It is sad. What is even worse is that African leaders are patently, you can see, patently corrupt.
Yeah, they're too brazen.
They're too brazen. It's too much.
Unrepentantly brazen.
And unfortunately, we are not in the habit of talking about these things in the open. And therefore, they get more brazen and more brazen, but we also get the knowledge. They forget. Another lesson to learn from this Gabon issue is that guess who carried out the coup?
His cousin.
The head of his personal guard is cousin. So there's no hiding place. All this carrying.
Who has also been accused of amassing wealth. We hear that he owns like 3 houses, I think, in the U.S. or so.
There we go.
So, yeah, exactly.
But I don't like the authority with which France is making statements. France still has at the back of the head that Gabon is their colony. They are making authoritative statements about that country, yes.
So I heard a few things about Francophone countries. I may be wrong. It's most likely that I am wrong, like 95%. That, because I haven't been there before, but this is what I heard, that most Francophone countries, their citizens are too laid back, yes. Kind of lazy of some sort. Because they want their government to do everything for them. Some of them, it must have cascaded from their relations, their connection to France, because most of them actually travel to France. Most of them, the way we go to the UK and everything,
yes,
that's the way they are so
attracted to France.
You know,
yes.
like So I mean, so if you go there, you barely even see anybody who want to work, who want to do this, who want to do that. They're so laid back.
Who told you this one? It must be a Nigerian.
No, I think I read an analysis, online.
They are not laid back. They are not just aggressive. I've lived there. My people are from there. Okay, they are not. My children are half Beninois. They are not laid back. I've lived amongst them, even their elite. It's just that they are not. The things that Nigerians want to kill themselves for, they don't. They're not ostentatious. When I stayed, you need to see how they live, man. Good, clean, very clean. In fact, they started complaining about Nigerians years back. Otherwise, they're nice, quiet people. They go about their business. They are not ostentatious in any manner. I've mixed amongst the richest of them. They just wear some jalamia and off they go. You know, and but that French thing, the French whatever of assimilation. French luring the elite by letting them believe that they are French people. You understand, and so on. It was a ploy, and they fell for it. But now you have another NSAS generation across this French-speaking West Africa, who are more French. So, like my daughter would say, they're not sent. If you are France, we're also Africans, And what you're using to attract us there, let us have it here. Yeah. But you all know about how France is taking their resources for a little penny and so on and so forth. It's not going to happen. You see, there's this group in their 30s across the world.
Yeah,
they're very hungry people. They're enlightened. They're aggressive. You understand?
Yeah.
And so the world is going to have to change. All over, especially African countries.
Yes, I was just going to say sorry, please. Each time I go to Cotonou, I see them working hard.
They work and they live well.
Just that the body language can deceive.
So laid back in the sense that they usually don't hold their government accountable. They don't challenge their government.
No,
that's the meaning of.
Okay, I can give you an example. When Kerekou was there, they were very disciplined. But as far back, we are talking about as far back in the 70s, for example. Let me show you one way they live. In every area, let's say in Victoria Land, about 4 or 3 pharmacies must open all night by law, and the others will paste the name of the pharmacist that is open. So if God forbid you sleep and you run to pharmacists, you can see they were very very organized in the days of Kerekou, and they are disciplined. I don't think they are lazy. Nigerians are lazy.
No.
In a way, because we Nigerians have a sense of entitlement to everything, to somebody else's things.
We may have that, yes, but we're
I
very
say Ole
hardworking.
Jija is hardworking.
We're very, but only people are everywhere.
Most Nigerians are thief. Most Nigerians are thief. Most Nigerians are thief.
Let's quickly go and take this story from the Vanguard, because I know a lot of people are waiting for this story.
Which one is this one?
I dare anyone in PDP to suspend me. Wike.
Wike should grow up and go and get the job done. I've just about had enough of this. You know you can't. You've sabotaged your party on all fronts. Then get the hell out of there. I don't understand all this, and we are paying too much attention to him. Let's just go and do the job that President Tinubu has put in for. We all know the full story. This so-called strength, whatever, has a financial tone behind it. That's putting it in the most polite manner. One day somebody will come and look at his tenure for 8 years and check out the finances of the state. So we are making a hero out of. I don't know, when he was asked what was your success in this, and he said he was able to construct some flyovers by Julius Berger. That kind of mindset already tells me something.
Which of the Julius Bergers, though?
Is there more than one Julius Berger?
But let's move on.
Because you know more than me in this wicked thing.
I was about to say something.
You are a wickite.
Yeah, a wickite.
I'm fine. What Atiku saw
that
made him make that statement, I think, I don't know, in the PDP secretariat, where he said that he doesn't like drama. When he was asked why he didn't make Wike his running mate and all that, when he unveiled his running mate. And he said, indirectly, he said in reference to he doesn't like drama, he doesn't like trouble, he wants peace. Tinubu will learn the hard way. What Atiku learned.
Well, you're saying that we're beginning to see the drama now?
It will become like we have two presidents.
Oh,
if is not taking
yes.
I agree with you.
Yeah, it become not by influence or but by attention.
By attention.
And the headlines. The headlines. So, minister is granting an interview on his own accord on political issues, just like that. When you're in the cabinet, sometimes you observe table manners. So he's going out. He can't be controlled. He can't be controlled.
Would that have anything to do with what he said he drinks by 11 o'clock in the morning?
I do not know. I think,
of course, it's part of it.
I think it's just his nature, actually.
Apart from his nature, it's part of it.
He can't play second fiddle.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not a fan of his anyway.
It can be.
What puts me off, let me tell you this, what put me off Wike was a video where I saw him addressing traditional rulers.
Yeah, that one.
It was man down for you.
You say, you. And we celebrate these things. What kind of a people are we? We celebrate these things. Bad behavior. You. One day he came, I saw another video where he told the traditional rulers, who amongst you is here without his walking stick or his staff of office? He was addressing them. It shouldn't try that at federal level, though.
But that could well be your president in waiting. I mean, next.
I think that politics at the national stage is quite different. He may want to play that card that you just mentioned as someone who always wants the attention on himself. But, a larger presidency would wade into this in no time. I think I would want to think that they are already seeing the handwriting on the wall. They're already seeing that this guy has been trending for about 2 weeks now, non-stop. I mean, even if the president makes any statement, that hardly gets attention compared to, the kind of, activity of Nyesom Wike, for instance, as a military of the FCT. Yes, sir.
Kofi made a statement that he might jolly well, I might be looking at the president in waiting.
Oh, yes, he wanted to.
Of course, we all said that it cannot happen, but history has shown that Nigerians always look away at these things when they are choosing their president.
At what things?
I leave you to decipher what I just said.
At what things? They
please
look away from what?
Can we please move on to the next?
I want to know. So
when it comes to choosing president, the parameters that we use in this country can jolly well make Wike president. And history has shown that.
Paparazzi.
If you don't know it, you don't know
Paparazzi.
it. If you don't know
You
it,
see paparazzi, media rounds.
if you don't know it, you don't know it.
Let's take this one. From the Punch.
Oh, wait, no,
16. Efalashi. Tinubu DSS should respect the rule of law. It's right here in the Punch.
Yeah, the punch is talking about. It's the same old stuff, really. I just thought to just browse through it. And the punch calls on him to break away decisively from the impunity of Buhari administration, whose main battle axe against civil rights and court orders was the DSS. Tinubu's enthusiastic retention of his leadership while he dropped the military customs police chiefs inherited suggests a discomfiting lack of revulsion or indifference to that agency's habitual disregard for the rule of law. Yeah, and they're wondering why Tinubu, who was very active in the struggle for Nigeria's democracy, would be a party to, the DSS not obeying laws and so on and so forth. That's the summary. So they talk about Nnamdi Kanu and talk about what is also happening in Ilorin between the Isheshe and whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, excuse me, they say that he should urgently reform security agencies, especially the DSS. And the new AGF, Mr. Lateef Fagbemi, it's Prince Lateef Fagbemi, have a sacred responsibility to restore the rule of law, ensure respect for court orders, and deepen democracy in Nigeria.
Okay. All right. I can see that quite a number of people are still arguing on the Francophone people. They're lazy, they are not lazy, they are this, they are that. They are on our socials and they are arguing and they're, okay, all right, please keep that going.
Those that are guaranteed to be laid back are waterside people. I'm a waterside guy.
Yeah.
I'm from Cape Coast.
Yeah.
It's just by the
In
water.
Ghana.
Yes. And I know that we who come from riverine areas.
Yes.
I live in River State for a long time. We like to enjoy life.
Yeah.
So we're the ones that have that title.
Okay.
Because,
all right. If you say so.
So what is it about the water?
Oh, you can. No, it's not about me water. Sorry.
I was going to.
No. If you want to eat, you just stretch your hand. You catch fish.
Yeah.
Catch fish.
You want to eat, you climb a coconut tree. And when you finish, you can enjoy the breeze.
We waited for Heartland, Uncle.
You go dig ground now.
You go farm.
farm.
All right. There's this column. Is it a column here now? Law.
No,
Yeah.
it's just
law and human rights. Yes.
Yes,
That's a
law
page.
and human rights. I'm particular about this because I'm a current victim in my neighborhood in Surulere. Oh, these religious groups can make life impossible for you.
Yeah.
Honestly, this gentleman, Know Your Rights, with Koko Asukwo, is talking about how to handle a noisy neighbor. I think I need to consult him. I don't understand our people. You're a group of 30 people, you can address the whole stadium. What? I almost went crazy over the weekend with my neighbors. Yeah, just a group of 30 people watching some movie, whatever it is. And the whole neighborhood, we couldn't get anything done. The same thing, 5:30 in the morning, you go around preaching. I caught one day. I said, Oga, who are you? What are you doing here? He said, I came to preach the word of the Lord. I said, where do you live? He said, Oju Elegba. How can you leave Oju Elegba to go and preach the word of the Lord at 5:30 in Bode Thomas? So I took his megaphone. And told him
did?
I took it to go. Then Anna told him. You see what Anna rattled him a bit. I said, you are using this thing to cover up. You have come to steal car parts in the neighborhood. I can't understand the logic. If you wake up 5:30 in the morning in your neighborhood, they know you as Baba Choma or Baba whatever it is, Baba Lisi. Make that and see what will happen.
Heard about it? It's called morning cry.
Yeah.
Morning cry.
Money with megaphone.
Yeah. It saved a lot of lives. I remember one day I did something bad.
See,
and a lady was at my gate saying, repent. She mentioned the thing that I did. She made a specific thing. She mentioned it. I was driving out to go for morning cry.
Without knowing you.
I used to go for 5 a.m. 4 a.m.
Okay, you were going for morning crossfire.
And she was at my gate.
that one.
For 2 days, I said the Lord must be speaking to me. For 2 days,
that
she
one
kept coming.
That one is the Mami water of your village. Right?
They're coming. So they're
and you repented.
Okay.
The specific. I won't say what it was.
So You tell us now.
We have to go.
It's not, no,
We have
it's
to
not
go.
for maybe in I don't know.
We must go, guys.
But I've repented. I've repented.
You've repented.
That's good.
I will deal with this noise issue at 9 o'clock.
Yeah? Okay.
Yes.
Great. Thank you, sir, for coming. Lagos, that's our show. Let's bring you the news, and then we'll cross over to the last 1 hour of the show. Thank you for being here. Please stay here on Nigeria Info 99.3.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Subscribe daily to Nigeria Info, and you'll be sure glad you did.
Whose dad is the police officer who's cocking?
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.